Hey, it's Mark from Mark of the Cyberbeast. Today is Holy Thursday. Tomorrow is Good Friday, so guess what? I'm taking the day off since the market's closed. I'm closed. No video tomorrow. There'll be video on Monday, but we got a great episode for you today. I will have to disclose a little secret. Got some items coming tomorrow, and over the next week. We've got Cybertruck Co. spoiler for the Cybertruck coming. We also have some stuff from EV Base to try out. So we've got some cool stuff. So we're doing some product reviews next week. But today, as I promised, we're gonna go over these dirty wheels. They're dirty. We're gonna go ahead and clean them up. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna show you the before. In fact, we're gonna do the one up front here. We're gonna do the driver's side front. And this is the before. Now, I'm gonna get in a little close. I'm gonna get out of the shot. Hopefully you can see all the dirt on the wheel. You probably can't see it on the tire, but trust me, it's there. Okay, but you got lots of dirt. Look at this. And I washed this car, and I just did a once over in the tires. Look at all that dirt. So I'm gonna use the tools that I showed you yesterday that I got from Lowe's. And I'm probably not gonna use the Harbor Freight brushes because they just don't feel sturdy enough. So they're gonna go get returned. But these bristles that I got that I'm gonna use on my DeWalt, it's gonna give this thing a nice hose down. So I'm gonna try not to get water on the truck because I just cleaned it. So I'm gonna go ahead and really keep a low flow in the water, but I wanted you to see the before and after. I'm gonna go in one more time really close. Look at that. Hopefully you can see that dirt in there. I'm gonna go back afterwards and give you a real good shot, but we're gonna go ahead and start cleaning. So I'm gonna pause this for a minute and here we go. Okay, so I have the water flow equivalent to that of a 80-year-old guy with a prostate problem. Just because, again, I don't want to get it all over the metal and negate all the hard work I did. So I'm just going to give it a close-up hose down here, get everything nice and wet. Apply a liberal amount of this greased lightning onto here, spray it onto the calipers as well. I'm not gonna be able to probably clean the calipers the way I would like, but at least if I get the spray in there, hopefully it'll help out. I want to let that sit on there for a minute, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean the wheel first. I'm sorry, the tire first, then let the wheel sit. See that sudsing up? And this is the medium bristle. Does a great job. Look at this. You're not gonna be able to hand wash this yourself, no way. Also, I would not wear the clothes I'm wearing for this because you'll get muckied up, but I have to look good for you guys on film. Look how brown they got. That got pretty brown. See that? All right, now for the good times. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna spray some more of this stuff because it is drying up fast out here. Look at that brown gook. That's all brake material. Look at that, it's brown flying off here onto my beautiful clothes. I'm so glad I just showered for you guys. Look at that. Speckles of brown all over me. Nice and yucky. All right. So remember, first we clean, then we dress. So we're going to dress the tire, but these wheels are going to look a lot better. With them being wet, you probably won't see how much dirt we got off, but man, it got it all off. Got it all on my arm. Took it off the wheel and got the dirt onto my arm. Okay, that was it. Super freaking easy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause you. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna do some other tires in the meantime, but once it's dry, I'm gonna put the tire wet on there. I'm gonna show you how I apply that with the sponge, and we're gonna call that an episode, so hang tight. Okay, a couple things you'll wanna note since I did 3 more tires since I paused you. That was quick. Probably a good thing to wear eye protection. You probably have seen some black dots on my sunglasses, and there's probably black dots on my face. That's from those suds that are being kicked up from the rotations, you know, because that DeWalt will serve some RPMs. I have a 3 amp battery on there. I was able to do 2 tires, and I had to go ahead and replace the battery to do the other 2. I still had some more juice in it, so you might not be able to get a full run on the 1 battery, so always have a backup. Second thing is, aside from wearing the eye protection, is you'll probably want to get a rag and follow up, because that brown gook is that you kick up. It was caked on there, but when you go through it and it starts drying up, it's going to be loose. So some of the stuff still may be onto that dirt and that grime. So get a crummy rag and go ahead and wipe out the dirt from there. So I went ahead and used my fingers and went through, and hopefully you can see a bit of a difference here. Definitely not dirty anymore. Now, it may look like it's dirty. That's just the colors I think it is, but really, some of this stuff is just almost like a gummy material from the brake pad, but it looks a lot cleaner than before. Now we're just gonna go ahead and dress the tires. So you're gonna see how I go ahead and dress them. I use the tire wet, and these are the link we have for the sponges. This side is more for the, if you're cleaning it. This is just to really apply the tire wet from what I've experienced. So what you wanna do, make sure it's on. Spray it liberally. And just apply it just like that. Give it a nice little coat. It doesn't have to go too deep, but just enough where it kind of shines a bit. And as you see, I've probably wet the thing 3 or 4 times. Just to give it a finished, polished look. Unfortunately, I bled onto the wheel a little bit. I don't want to get it in the wheel, just the tire. And that's pretty much it. You don't have to go crazy with it. And that's how you dress the tire, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and say that is it with your tire maintenance. Now, people don't usually look at the tires up close and the wheels up close. They look at it from a distance. That looks better. The red calipers are crystal clear. This is a cleaned, what is the second one I did? You just need to dress it up though so it shines. And as you can see, it dries pretty much as you do it. So Once you go ahead and clean all 4 tires, you should be able to go ahead and do the wet tire on all of them and dress them real nice. Hope this helped. Wasn't really planning to wash the tires after I washed the truck, but that's just the way it happened. But next week we got some good reviews on some really cool products I'm waiting to get in from DHL and from FedEx. Cybertruck Co. EV Base kicked it up. We got some cool stuff for you. Folks, have an awesome Easter weekend, okay? Good Friday, everything. Just go ahead and enjoy the weekend, spend it with family, and don't forget, down below, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you again the day after Easter.